Something unprecedented is unfolding in Crimea tonight. Reports, images, and satellite data suggest a sudden shift on the ground as pressure intensifies and movement accelerates. What's really happening? Why now? And what this means for the wider war may change everything. Stay with us. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel today. We are covering a rapidly developing situation that is drawing global attention and raising serious questions about the future of Crimea. Over the past days, multiple reports, visuals, and regional updates suggest unusual movement across the peninsula. Traffic congestion near exit routes, increased ferry usage, and packed transport hubs are being widely discussed. While official confirmations remain limited, the pattern itself has become difficult to ignore. Observers note that whenever pressure increases in contested regions, civilians, families of officials, and non-essential personnel often choose to relocate early rather than wait. This behavior is not new in conflict zones, but the scale being discussed now has triggered international interest. Ukraine's recent military activity around logistics, supply routes, and strategic infrastructure has intensified perceptions of risk. Even without direct ground advances, sustained strikes can reshape daily life and public confidence. At the same time, Russian authorities insist the situation is under control, urging calm and continuity. This contrast between official messaging and visible movement fuels speculation. It is important to clarify that leaving an area does not automatically signal collapse or defeat. It often reflects precaution. Still, Crimea's symbolic and strategic importance makes any sign of population movement significant. In this video, we will break down what is known, what remains unverified, and why these developments matter far beyond the peninsula itself. To understand why current events matter, we must briefly revisit Crimea's strategic role. Crimea sits at the heart of the Black Sea, hosting critical naval facilities, air bases, and supply hubs. Control over this region affects maritime access, regional security, and long-term military posture. Since 2014, Crimea has been heavily fortified, transformed into a logistics backbone supporting operations in southern Ukraine. This makes it both valuable and vulnerable. When pressure increases on supply routes, even indirect pressure can ripple across civilian life. Fuel availability, transportation reliability, and basic services become unpredictable. Analysts emphasize that modern warfare is not only about territory, but also about sustainability. If maintaining daily operations becomes difficult, morale is affected quickly. Recent Ukrainian strikes have focused on disrupting logistics rather than direct urban combat, a strategy designed to stretch defenses without immediate escalation. This approach forces difficult decisions for administrators and residents alike. Even rumors of shortages or transport disruptions can prompt early departures. Historically, similar patterns have appeared in other conflicts when strategic nodes come under sustained pressure. Crimea's geography amplifies this effect because exit routes are limited and highly visible. Any disruption becomes immediately noticeable. This does not confirm mass evacuation, but it does explain why reports of increased departures attract attention. The psychological dimension of conflict often moves faster than confirmed battlefield changes. Reports circulating online show crowded roads, longer queues at checkpoints, and increased demand for transport out of Crimea. While not all visuals are independently verified, analysts compare traffic density and movement trends with previous months. Open-source intelligence communities track changes in satellite imagery, ferry schedules, and social media activity. These indicators do not provide absolute certainty, but together they build a broader picture. One key factor is timing. Movement reportedly increased following intensified strikes on infrastructure linked to supply and air defense. When infrastructure becomes a target, uncertainty spreads rapidly. Families often act before official instructions are issued. Another factor is information flow. In highly controlled media environments, informal networks play a major role. Messaging apps, local groups, and personal contacts can influence decisions faster than state announcements. This can accelerate departures even without formal evacuation orders. It is also important to distinguish between temporary relocation and permanent flight. Many individuals leave with the intention of returning once conditions stabilize. Seasonal travel further complicates interpretation, though analysts note the current scale appears unusual for this time period. Russian officials deny panic and emphasize continuity of services, while Ukrainian statements frame the situation as pressure rather than occupation. The truth likely sits between extremes. What matters most is not a single video or post, but the convergence of multiple indicators pointing toward heightened anxiety on the ground. Ukraine's strategy plays a central role in shaping current perceptions. Rather than launching a direct assault on Crimea, Ukraine has increasingly focused on precision strikes targeting logistics, airfields, and supply depots. This method reduces direct civilian harm while maximizing strategic impact. By limiting fuel, ammunition flow, and maintenance capacity, pressure builds over time. This approach aligns with modern military doctrine emphasizing attrition and disruption. From a psychological standpoint, sustained uncertainty can be as powerful as visible advances. Residents may not see frontline battles, but they feel the effects through delays, shortages, and warnings. International military analysts suggest this strategy aims to make Crimea harder and costlier to hold without triggering immediate large-scale escalation. For civilians and non-essential workers, the calculation becomes personal. Stay and endure unpredictability, or temporarily relocate to perceived safer areas. This does not mean Ukraine controls Crimea, but it does indicate growing leverage. At the same time, Russia continues to reinforce defenses, deploy air systems, and maintain public order messaging. This dual dynamic creates tension between reassurance and lived experience. Historically, when strategic pressure reaches this stage, information warfare intensifies. Both sides seek to frame movement as either panic or routine. Understanding this context helps viewers interpret headlines more critically. The situation is fluid, and outcomes remain uncertain, but the strategic logic behind recent actions is increasingly clear. International reactions to developments in Crimea remain cautious but attentive. Governments and defense analysts avoid definitive statements, relying instead on intelligence assessments and allied briefings. NATO officials emphasize monitoring rather than prediction, highlighting the complexity of verifying movement in contested zones. Financial markets and energy analysts also watch closely, as instability in the Black Sea region can influence shipping, insurance, and commodity flows. Crimea's ports and nearby routes affect grain exports, fuel transport, and regional trade confidence. Even perceived instability can raise costs and alter planning. Media coverage varies widely depending on source and alignment. Some outlets highlight dramatic language, while others stress uncertainty and restraint. This divergence contributes to public confusion. For audiences, distinguishing between confirmed facts and interpretation is increasingly difficult. Social media accelerates emotional narratives, sometimes outpacing verification. This makes responsible consumption of information essential. Analysts recommend focusing on patterns rather than isolated claims. When multiple independent indicators point in the same direction, credibility increases. Still, caution remains necessary. Overstating developments can escalate tensions or misinform audiences. For policymakers, the priority is preventing miscalculation. Crimea's status remains one of the most sensitive elements of the broader conflict. Any shift there carries symbolic weight far beyond immediate military value. That is why even early signs of population movement draw global attention and careful scrutiny. For Russia, Crimea represents both strategic depth and political symbolism. Maintaining control is not only a military objective, but also a matter of national narrative. This explains the emphasis on stability messaging and visible security measures. Increased patrols, infrastructure repairs, and public assurances aim to project control. However, maintaining this image requires resources. As pressure increases elsewhere, resource allocation becomes more complex. Logistics stretched across multiple fronts can strain even well-prepared systems. Analysts note that defensive success depends not just on weapons, but on consistent supply and maintenance. If disruptions persist, costs rise. For civilians, daily life becomes a key indicator. School schedules, hospital services, fuel availability, and transport reliability shape perceptions more than official statements. When these functions show stress, confidence erodes. This does not imply imminent collapse, but it does affect behavior. Temporary relocation becomes a rational choice for those with means. Russian authorities frame departures as routine travel, emphasizing tourism patterns and seasonal movement. While this explanation may account for some traffic, analysts compare historical baselines to assess anomalies. The challenge lies in transparency. Limited independent access makes definitive conclusions difficult. This uncertainty fuels speculation abroad. Understanding Russia's internal calculations helps explain why messaging remains firm, even as external observers raise questions. The situation illustrates how modern conflicts blur the line between battlefield dynamics and civilian psychology. From Ukraine's perspective, developments around Crimea are framed as strategic pressure rather than immediate liberation. Officials emphasize long-term objectives, signaling patience and persistence. This messaging aims to reassure allies while managing expectations domestically. Ukraine relies heavily on international support, making credibility crucial. Overstatement could undermine trust, while understatement could weaken morale. Therefore, official statements tend to be measured. Behind the scenes, coordination with partners continues, focusing on intelligence sharing and defensive capabilities. Ukraine's ability to strike targets in or near Crimea demonstrates growing reach, but also carries escalation risks. Balancing effectiveness with restraint remains a constant challenge. For Ukrainian audiences, Reports of movement in Crimea symbolize progress, even if indirect. Symbolism matters deeply in prolonged conflicts. It sustains public resilience and reinforces belief in eventual outcomes. However, leaders repeatedly stress that information warfare can distort reality. They urge caution and verification. This dual approach reflects maturity gained through years of conflict. For external viewers, recognizing this balance is important. Ukraine's strategy is not solely about territory, but about shaping conditions over time. Pressure, isolation, and sustainability form the core of this approach. Whether current developments accelerate or stall remains uncertain. What is clear is that Crimea remains central to strategic calculations on all sides. The humanitarian dimension deserves careful consideration. Even precautionary movement can strain neighboring regions and services. Temporary relocations require housing, employment adjustments, and social support. While numbers remain unclear, authorities in surrounding areas reportedly prepare contingency plans. International organizations monitor the situation but have limited access. Humanitarian response in contested zones is often reactive rather than proactive. This increases vulnerability for elderly populations and those without resources. It is important to avoid framing movement solely as panic. Many individuals act responsibly, prioritizing family safety amid uncertainty. At the same time, misinformation can amplify fear. Images taken out of context or exaggerated claims can cause unnecessary alarm. Media responsibility is crucial here. Balanced reporting helps prevent escalation and protects civilians from psychological harm. Analysts encourage audiences to question dramatic language and seek multiple sources. The goal should be understanding, not sensationalism. Conflict fatigue already affects global audiences, making clarity even more important. The situation in Crimea highlights how modern conflicts extend beyond front lines into daily life decisions. Whether movement increases or stabilizes will depend on developments in the coming weeks. Monitoring indicators rather than headlines offers the clearest insight. Ultimately, civilians bear the weight of uncertainty, regardless of political narratives. Looking ahead, several scenarios are possible. Pressure may stabilize, leading to gradual normalization and returns. Alternatively, sustained disruption could prompt longer-term relocations. Much depends on the intensity and frequency of strikes, as well as defensive adaptations. Weather, diplomacy, and international dynamics also play roles. Any negotiation signals could alter calculations quickly. Analysts stress that Crimea's future will likely be shaped incrementally rather than through sudden shifts. This makes patience essential for observers. Rapid conclusions often prove inaccurate. For content consumers, distinguishing analysis from advocacy is key. Reliable insights focus on probabilities, not certainties. This video aims to provide context, not predictions. By examining patterns, strategies, and human behavior, viewers can better understand why current developments matter. Regardless of outcomes, the situation underscores the evolving nature of modern warfare. Information, logistics, and psychology intersect in powerful ways. Crimea remains a focal point precisely because it embodies these dynamics. As events unfold, continued scrutiny and responsible discussion will be essential. Avoiding dehumanization and exaggeration helps maintain clarity. The coming period will test resilience on all sides. Staying informed, critical, and empathetic remains the best approach for global audiences watching from afar. In conclusion, reports suggesting increased departures from Crimea reflect a complex mix of strategy, perception, and precaution. While definitive confirmation remains limited, multiple indicators point toward heightened anxiety linked to sustained pressure on infrastructure and logistics. This does not equate to immediate control changes, but it does signal evolving conditions. Understanding these nuances is vital. Simplistic narratives rarely capture reality in prolonged conflicts. Crimea's importance ensures that even subtle shifts generate global attention. As viewers, approaching such topics with curiosity rather than certainty leads to better understanding. Monitoring credible sources, questioning emotional language, and recognizing information warfare tactics are essential skills. The situation continues to develop, and clarity will emerge over time. Until then, responsible analysis matters more than dramatic conclusions. This channel remains committed to breaking down complex global events with balance and context. We will continue tracking developments, providing updates as verifiable information becomes available. Thank you for staying engaged and informed. If you found this analysis helpful, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next update. Share your thoughts respectfully in the comments.